You have two parts of the harness. You have the Class 2 harness, and then you have the tether. To the tether, you need to get a large hook. If you want that. Actually come with a bar and an Allen wrench, and the little Allen screws itself. You just basically want to put them through here, go around. Want to be careful not to lose the little Allen wrench, the little Allen head. Drop this in here. You got it? Get one of the little Allen heads. Just want to line it up. It's done. So that part's done. Michael.
Real quick.
Then you want to lay out the pants. Open up the harness. Bar. Then you just start on one of the sides. You start here on this side. You open this up, and you open this Velcro up. This comes through the first tube, goes down in. And you just close that. Now you want to take one of these and slide it over this way. This will be for your center hook. And this one's for your escape system, so you want to have this sit over here. Around the other side. Open this one up. And this goes through there. And then drops down. And then snaps.
Okay, let me just see 1 second. When it drops down, it's attached to Velcro.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to just basically just folds over itself.
Okay.
Flip it over, and we just want to do the hooks on the back. Okay, so now the waist part is done. So And again, when you put it on, you just clip that shut. Then for the leg loops go down through the slot that's right here. You want to just make sure that this piece is sticking right here. That way, if a firefighter would have to do a rescue where he was rescuing more than one person and you want to tighten up your leg loops, this isn't part of the installation, I'm just showing you guys real quick. What happens is he can pull this and tighten the leg loops like a regular class 2 harness. We keep it in this standard position, which is all ready to go, no matter if he's doing personal bailout or using as a ladder belt or anything like that. It's totally fine in that position for day to day. They put this leather cover over top of this just so your harness doesn't ever do premature wear to the actual vapor barrier and thermal liner inside. So now that we're done with that, we want to come in and we're going to have to release the harness or the liner system from it, which again is color coded, so it's very easy. You don't want to twist this and have the gray to the red or anything, because that'll put a twist in the leg, but it's all color coded. Then what you do is you just kind of reach inside here, and we're going to pull that liner all the way up. And then we're going to take these and feed these in on the side here. I don't know if you'll be over this. There's openings right here.
Oh. Okay.
So we're going to just take this and feed this down. And then we're just going to reach in here. We're going to grab this, get it all untwisted. And then it's easy for me to say because I do it all the time, but like you just want to feel the harness, that the harness kind of goes around the leg itself and it's not twisted. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to show you for right now. I'm going to try to pull this up and show you. So what I do is when the harness is laying here, I'm going to reach through the harness to grab the liner to pull it back down through. That way we make sure that the leg loops and stuff are installed correctly. So I stick my arm all the way back up inside the liner now and just go right to left. I feel where the harness is on the outside to make sure nothing's twisted and it's good. And then again, gray's going to line up with gray, red's going to line up with red. So then that side's done. Again, it takes a little bit of time to get it set up right the first time, but once it's in, it's not an issue. But you are supposed to take the harnesses out to wash the gear. Because the problem is, this harness is made by the manufacturer, so it follows NFPA 1971 on the gear itself. So again, it's a ballistic like Kevlar, so it's a very hard weave. So if you feel around the front here, it's hard. And with the D-rings and stuff like that, that would again damage your gear if you kept it in when you're washing the gear. Do you want me to do the other leg, or do you want to do whoever's gear it is?
What's that?
You want to try? That's right. So you want to start at the bottom and unsnap the. So you want to reach down through, grab that, and pull it all the way back out. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. then just take this, and like I said, kind of bend it like that so you can weave it in. You'll see where the opening is. And then you can just reach down from the bottom and pull it through. Now reach up and feel the harness, and you'll feel like all the way up here, and like you'll see one piece goes this way, one piece goes that way, and you kind of just want to kind of level them out in there, so that you don't feel any twists in them or anything. What?
I'm bringing this
Yeah, you want to bring the liner in through them. Yeah, like
through.
through. Yep, just do one. Now what I do is I kind of reach up through the liner like this and go back and forth to pull this down. Just to make sure everything is good to go. And then you'll just kind of just loosen up your leg, make sure you don't feel any twists or tightness or anything. So then what I would also do is just go up here now, real quick, and just make sure that the harness is around. Now, I'd like you to do it, just stick up, you'll see what I'm saying. You'll feel how the harness is right over top and around. You can see it, so you know that your harness is installed right. You feel that piece? Yep. And you want to make sure your red and your gray lines up. Take it take it kind of like this at the waist, kind of just shape it a little bit. Lay it down, just feel it, everything's good. You're ready to go. So, what happens is this actually goes on here. Now again, this is up to individuals on how they like to wear it. There's different Velcro options and stuff like that. Most places, the firefighters put it this way in the back. And you just clip it through this piece of Velcro back here. And then in the front here, you have this Velcro and this other piece. You just kind of put the Velcro around it. If you need your ladder belt, the Velcro will just open. What that does is just keeps it simpler, out of your way for day-to-day operations. When you're putting your gear on, you just throw it together. Clip the harness on, pull this as tight as you like it, you're good to go. If it needs to go tighter than this, it can actually go underneath here. It's up to your choice and where you're at. Again, it also has these, which are take-up straps on it, that makes it tighter, makes it sit up higher on your weight or on your waist to keep all the weight of the bunker pants on your hips so they're not on your shoulders from the suspenders and stuff like that. Again, they put this hook on, which isn't really needed if you're using a harness, but for firefighters here that might not be wearing the harness for whatever reason, it gives a way to close the pants.
What's another way to attach the
The D-ring, people carry it in their pocket. You can fold it back over and use those two things and you can have the D-ring stored in front of you like this. Again, it just becomes personal preference on how the firefighters want to do it. If they like it in the front like that or not. Most of them kind of say they like it in the side because you don't even know it's there. Problem with carrying it in your pocket is if you carry it in your pocket and need it, you don't really sometimes have time. Even if you're not using your personal escape, if you're on a roof, whatever, you clip into a soil pipe or something. If you're not feeling good or having a medical emergency or something, you just clip in, someone's going to come and get you. They're not going to leave you there. So again, that's why it's nice having it hooked up if you need it. Plus it works as a real good ladder belt for day-to-day operations. But again, that's up to the individual. You'll see different people like wearing it different ways. There's not one perfect way to do it. It's kind of up to the individuals.
What is these extra? What is these extra?
That's if some people like wearing it on the outside. You have the option of wearing it on the outside or the inside of the thing. I recommend the inside because it protects it. You don't have snag hazards or anything like that, but it is there for that. It also, in instructions, actually shows, again, how to do it on the inside or the outside of the loops. It gives you both options. Because some departments like it inside, some departments likes it outside. So let's say, assume we're washing the gear. So again, you want to open your reds and your grays, and we're going to reach through and pull the liner back up through, so we can clear the harness loops. So on the outside, it's just very simple. You just put it through the outside like this. You open up this, put that there. And this is what I'm saying about sticking your arms in. See how this completely twisted?
Yeah.
So that would be it on the outside then. Again, it's there.
Can you do the other leg just for training video? Just for the training video. He's gonna do the other
You
side.
want to do the other leg?
He's gonna do it.
That's it.
Anything on the back?
Yeah, it's on the back too. This is my son. He actually runs my repair department, so he's taking harnesses and repair out. NFPA states that the firefighter needs to put the harness in initially because it's their harness, and they want the firefighter to know what they're putting in. But like the stuff that comes to our repair department comes with harnesses all the time. So sometimes he's doing 100, 150 harnesses a week, unfortunately, taking them in and out. So you want to explain what you do different than me?
Yeah, so when I normally put them through, like, instead of doing anything with the moving the liner, I just unclip the red and the gray. And I just kind of feed this through versus moving the liner at all. I just reach in and pull this through. And then from here, just make sure that it's not tangled at all. Straight up and down, and then I just grab the liner inside and just tuck it through the loop. Pull it back. And just pull it back through. Snap the two together, and then I would just pull down on here because if it doesn't fully come down, you're either caught somewhere or it's twisted. So if you have it like fully straight, it's all good. And then you can kind of just reach in and make sure there's no tangles or anything. And I would just think that's easier than moving the liner up and going down.
I think Junior way might be a little quicker.
And he does it twisted and the leg loops are there.
Can you feel it like in there?
I went the right way.
Okay.
Are you having an issue?
Yeah.
All right, Michael, come on, what's your
I
issue?
feel like-
Just talk to me.
I felt like it was caught somewhere. Like I didn't put it through right.
So let me just feel
So
it.
you feel it.
And like I said, there's very good videos online.
What
about
happened
the
is
artists.
this came undone. You know what I mean?
Pull it all the way out. Show it.
So we had a strap that came undone.
So you had it through correctly, but this just came undone right here. So
Oh, okay.
I think that needs to be pulled a little tighter. Yeah. You have to be able to reach those right angles. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, always do it a little higher. What we're talking about is I like this little loop just sitting at the top.
Right.
And then it
As a
can't go
stopper.
through, like it kind of stops it. So, but yeah, you had it right, it's just that came undone. Which again, wouldn't affect it unless you needed to tighten it. And I don't know if anybody that really tightens them. Some people will actually tighten them because they like them tight all the time. The problem with tightening them is when you make them too tight, like if you're going to rappel, that's great. You want to make them as tight as possible if you're going to go that route. But you have to loosen them by taking the pants off. You can't like loosen them wearing the pants because you have to reach in the bottom to undo that thing. When it locks it tight, it locks it tight. Like, there's no like it's not going to unlock itself.
If you're bailing out on that looseness won't matter at all. Because I mean, we do bail outs with Flex 1 harnesses all day long.
Yeah, for that.
Pause for a second. Slide it in, and it's not over the lining. Yeah, you're done. So you got to drive that home, whatever guys put it in. So guys don't put it. Yeah, you got it in. If you just stick it out in there, I'm like, that should be good. You got to bail out.
Yeah, I just put a thing out. 2/8 to go. There's 2 if they can't take it. Not 20 or just fire more. I'll run this. And you'll see that. It's a big adder. Telescoping particulate shield, which you're not used to in the current gear. This
Just repeat
goes
that.
around-
Repeat it from the beginning. I wasn't recording.
One of the things that's new compared to your current gear is this has cancer presumption. It has a particulate shield in the pants itself, which is telescoping. Goes up 4 inches or comes down 4 inches, goes around your boots. So if a firefighter's wearing shorts or something, it keeps the stuff from coming up through the bottom of the boots. And again, you know, if you hit a basement or something where it's deeper water, it gives you maybe 15 seconds before you flood your boots. You'll still flood them eventually, but it gives you a little bit of time. Once it's on, you'll never know it's there. When you're putting your bunker gear on and putting your bunker boots in, you just got to pull it apart so the handles on the boots don't get stuck on this. But like I said, once it's on, you won't even know it's there. And that's a smarter way to put it together than fighting to put the boots on after you have the pants on.
Turn around for me.
Just says this is the closure point on it. This is the anchor point. That's what this says. So you just want to close this. Again, if you want to close this, you can. And then, like I said, you just pull this. And just pull this. And again,
Just
you
one
really,
strap?
yeah. And again, it's up to you if you want to do this. If you do these, you can literally take your suspenders off, and it's not going to go anywhere. So what you did is just lock the weight of the pants onto your hips versus your shoulders itself.
Show me the 2 straps. You made it tight.
Right here.
Yep.
That's if some firefighters like you. Firefighter that wants to wear his pants tighter, will want to use these. Firefighters that like to wear their pants loosers don't want to use these. So again, it allows those people that want to wear their pants different ways.
I'm gonna button it.
And again, if you want to adjust the pants, and that's something you want the guys to do, you could actually have this piece. When you put your gear together,
Have it sticking out.
you just grab it. Where you can actually have it sticking out if someone wanted to pull it. And again, this is what I was saying, you know, riding in the apparatus, doing different things when it's kind of hung here, it's like kind of out of your way. So. Again, Morning Pride doesn't have water wells in here. All 3 layers have wristlets on them. So this is a little tight, especially if you wear a watch when you first get the gear till it breaks in, because all 3 layers have elastic on them. Again, the chin strap, real quick, if you just want to spin around real quick. The chin strap stores in the back, so when the firefighters are actually have their gear at the station, if you roll this collar down, it kind of gets a memory for a while, and it just makes it super, super comfortable. And then when they need it, they can reach around the back and grab it. Just makes it
Let's put the chin strap on.
Again, your black knit that's there is just so it's soft, so you don't have the material digging in your back.
It's even better on a day that you shaved because it doesn't bite you. You know what I mean?
No radio pockets.
No.
I know the 2 field test sets had them on, but this doesn't, so that's cool. That's a good thing.
Can you just identify all our
Just the
straps?
mic tab. Again, this is your flashlight holder. Again, this is for accountability tags or anything a firefighter actually wants to carry on the gear. This webbing here is just so you can grab the pockets to open it really easy with gloves. They're fully Kevlar lined. Again, they have attachment points on the front for gloves or gloves or rope, whatever they want to carry there. Again, we have the flaps on the pockets too to make it easy with your gloves, that if they need to get in their pockets, they can get in their pockets. Again, the pant pockets are fully Kevlar lined. Again, there's take-up straps if you spin around again on the coat. These actually aren't really for sizing. These are like if you're out and it's cold or something and you want to close the interface between the coat and the pants. When you're wearing your SCBA, your waist strap actually closes the interface between the coat and pants, kind of like what our wristlets do at the bottom of the boots to keep stuff from going up in. This is just for more of a winter operation when it's cold and stuff like that. Some people like them tight, no pull them tight, just wear them that way all the time. Again, it's kind of a personal preference. But that's, you know, you're out in a car accident, you know, it's 20 degrees out and windy, and you're cold, you just pull them tight, and it just keeps the wind and stuff from going up under your coat.
Mm-hmm. You have another strap?
It's a drag. You want to talk about it? It's a drag rescue strap. It's required to be in everybody's gear. Ours is made out. You open the coat real quick in the front. Ours is made out of Kevlar, super soft. Like you don't feel anything in your chest from this, do you? Like you feel where I'm pushing on it now. Again, it's articulating. So if you do use this for a rescue. It's going to pull right or left. So if you're pulling the firefighter sideways, instead of just pulling on one arm, it's going to pull equally. Again, you just deploy it, you just grab it and go. And again, it's, like I said, 5,000 pound ballistic Kevlar, super soft. You don't even know it's in there. And hopefully you never have to use it. Allowed to say what it originally was for? Originally, it's a cigarette or a chewing tobacco pocket that was put there. Again, people use it for eyewear, they use it for notebooks, they use it for cell phones, stuff like that that you might want to get to that you don't have to take it off, especially, you know, the officers that might need a phone or something like that with them at the call. It's ultra lightweight gear, which you can tell, PBI outer shell. PBI is doing a whole big marketing campaign that they just started yesterday that the top 20 largest fire departments in the country are now wearing PBI. So, congratulations. So are you guys very shortly. THL, TTP, the amount of time you go from a second to a third degree burn, you're right on par where you guys are at with your turn gear. I think it's 39, so you're like 19 and a half seconds before you go from a second to a third degree burn. And your breathability and the garment are, I think, do you remember? 270. Is it 270 or 280? So an FPA minimum is 205. So as you're, you know, working and burning calories and heating up your body core, it's going to allow the moisture and heat to escape out of your garment, which again tries to heat your body core. So that's going to restrict like health issues, firefighter stress, fatigue, heart attacks, stuff like that. I mean, there's nothing's perfect, but it's, you know, going to do a really good job at that. And unfortunately, that's a lot of our problems in the fire service now. So that number being high on the THL, the breathability is a really good thing for you guys. And then again, you know, it's super mobility. The sleeves are sewn on here, so you lift your arms up and stuff like that. It doesn't restrict you. Again, in the crotch, you have a diamond, so when you go like this, you're not having to pull your pants up because it gets stuck. The other thing is you can lift one leg up. If you look at it, the pants where they're at here don't get shorter when he lifts the legs. I don't know if you noticed that. They stay right where they're at. So you don't have any of the pants rising up, so they stay at the ankles where they need to be at. Which is a good thing when you're crawling because you see the things come up and stuff like that. And again, you really can't tell. I mean, you didn't really walk enough yet, but you can't really even tell that things down in the boots.
And as it breaks in, it'll get more comfortable. The more you wear it, the more comfortable.
Yeah, this is right out of the bag.
I'm sorry. It's comfortable now.
Yeah.
Can you take one knee and demonstrate?
So, all right.
Now, is it recommended that each member set up their own turnout gear? Okay.
NFPA really wants it. NFPA recommends that firefighters, again, do their harnesses, install their harnesses, and know how to operate their harness.